At a news conference earlier this morning, Hakeem Jeffries ripped into the GOP before the early summer recess as Republicans flee Washington. Well, his words, they're going to echo all summer long as he lays out the Democrats' mission to serve the American people and exposes the GOP's mission to protect the rich and the powerful, no matter their heinous crimes, so it would seem. Now, you may have seen this already. Last night, CNN poured jet fuel on the dumpster fire that's Trump's long-standing friendship with the most vilified man in the world, at least for the moment. It is a perfect setup for our knockout clip coming up today as House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries calls out his cowardly colleagues across the aisle for protecting the president who parties with pedophiles. And it's on the other side of this.
Out front tonight, the breaking news, a CNN exclusive tonight out front. K-File has unearthed photos of Jeffrey Epstein that we've never seen, and they shed new light on his relationship with President Trump. The revelations come as Trump is under fire from his own base for his Justice Department's handling of the so-called Epstein files. Trump has tried, of course, to distance himself from Epstein every which way. But one of the photos that K-File found confirms that Epstein actually attended Donald Trump's wedding to Marla Maples. And this is the proof. Again, this has never been published before, so this is a new image. You haven't seen it out there on X or anything like that. This is the proof that Epstein attended Trump's wedding at the Plaza Hotel in New York. And in the photo, what you see is Epstein entering the Plaza Hotel. The wedding date of this is December 20th, 1993, in the center of their friendship, which of course continued. And for comparison, we'll show you on the right a photo of Trump and Marla Maples at the same location under the entryway arch. Andrew Kaczynski of K-File is here with the new images of Trump and Epstein. And Andrew, I shared one of them there, but, so let's start with the one at Trump's wedding. I mean, this is a significant development.
Well, yeah, it is. Trump's wedding to Marla Maples in 1993 was dubbed the wedding of the century by the media at the time. And although we know that Trump and Epstein were friends during this period, this is really the first time that it's actually been reported that Trump invited Epstein to his wedding. This is, we should note, more than a decade before those first allegations of sex trafficking against Epstein. But as you know, Trump's relationship with Epstein has been under the microscope recently. Now, besides that one photo of Epstein entering the reception at the Plaza Hotel, we can also see him in the background of another picture. That's Howard Stern on the far right, along with Robin Leach from Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous. And Epstein is behind them at the wedding, almost seeming to be photobombing them. We also found this photo from just a few months earlier. Donald Trump with two of his children talking to Jeffrey Epstein. That's at the opening of the Harley-Davidson Cafe in New York in October 1993. You can see Ivana there. She would have been just about to turn 12 years old in that photo.
Yeah, you can see Ivanka right there it looks like between Trump and Epstein. All right, these are never before seen photos, Andrew. I know you also found some video of Trump and Epstein that was from later of them talking that has also never surfaced before. What's that?
Well, that's right. This is from 6 years later in 1999. This video has never been seen before in this context. It shows Trump talking to Jeffrey Epstein just before models hit the runway at the Victoria's Secret fashion show in New York in 1999. You know, the only other video we've seen of the two men was 7 years before this. Trump is at the show with Melania, who is, of course, now First Lady, seated a few feet away from Epstein. You can see them chatting during the show as well. Allegations that Epstein sexually abused underage girls didn't surface until 2005, years after this video was shot.
Hey, Jagger, that picture with Robin Leach, that is a perfect setup to our great featured clip today. Let's check out Hakeem Jeffries' measured and methodical attack on the motivations and the actions of the GOP, who will do anything, it seems, to protect the lifestyles of the rich and shameless. Here goes Hakeem.
Donald Trump, his administration, and House Republicans have delivered nothing more than a government of the billionaires, by the billionaires, and for the billionaires. They've passed massive tax breaks for their billionaire donors. And in the context of this Jeffrey Epstein scandal and their refusal to share information to the American people, despite promising to do so, one must ponder the question, what are they hiding from the American people, and what billionaires, what well-connected donors, what elite people are they trying to protect? Why haven't Republicans released the Epstein files to the American people? It's reasonable to conclude that Republicans are continuing to protect the lifestyles of the rich and shameless, even if that includes pedophiles. That's a conclusion that if this continues, one may necessarily be compelled to reach. So it's all connected. Democrats are fighting to make life more affordable for the American people, to improve the quality of life for working families, middle-class folks, all those who aspire to be part of the middle class, hardworking American families, older Americans, our veterans, our families, the men and women of organized labor. This is what drives Democrats. But Republicans are focused on their billionaire donors. That was the centerpiece of the one big ugly bill, and it's what explains Republican refusal to release the Epstein files.
And so the sordid summer of lies and lusts has just begun. No doubt many in the GOP are happy to be home early, especially, Speaker of the House Waylon Smithers. But before he gets too comfy in that hammock, maybe checking up on his accountability partner, let's remember the parting words of Republican Representative Thomas Massey.
So what will happen is, over the August recess, I think momentum will build for transparency. I don't think this is going to go away. And I think when we return in September, we'll get phase 2.